I'm Dr. Katie Landier, the Senior Centered Physical Therapist, and welcome back. In today's video, we will be doing a 10-minute cardio workout. So as we age, natural changes occur which impact our heart health. But the good news is exercise can help. The American Heart Association and the CDC recommend adults get 150 minutes of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise per week. That's about 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week of moderate intensity. But you don't have to do it all at once. So this video is gonna get 10 of those 30 minutes out of the way right away. And as an extra bonus, you can watch this video as many times as you want per day. So for this video, I'm gonna be using a physioball that I can sit on. So go ahead and grab your physioball and get ready to get that heart pumping. All right, let's get ourselves warmed up here. So I'm just gonna start with a bounce. And the bounce is gonna be our home base. So we're gonna return to this between each exercise, and it's totally up to you how big you wanna bounce, how small you wanna bounce, kind of whatever feels good and fun. We are on the ball. This should be an exciting and fun workout. Also, we really wanna make sure we're actually challenging our cardiovascular system, right? That's why we're doing cardio work. So, how do we know we're doing that? Well, you could go online and figure out how to calculate your max predicted heart rate and then take 65 to 75% of that to figure out your moderate intensity, or you could use a scale from 0 to 10. So 0 is you're laying down, not doing any work. 10 is the hardest workout you've ever done. I want us at a 6 to 7 throughout this workout. So that's how we know we're challenging ourselves so that we're actually improving our heart rate, improving the blood flow throughout our body. So let's get ourselves started here. We're gonna get a good bounce going. And we're just gonna start with a little roll of the wrists. And I'm just taking those nice deep breaths. Part of improving our cardiovascular system, right, is oxygenating our muscles. So we wanna make sure we're filling those lungs. And now I'm just gonna reverse the wrist roll. And enjoy just feeling that ponytail bounce. Bounce on your neck or whatever. However you're having your hair, if your hair is flying all over. Just kind of find that little childlike sense of wonder in this playful moment here. Next, we're gonna bring the arms down by the side. We're gonna just do a little flap of the wings. So I'm just bringing the arms up and down. You can find your little rhythm with it too, if that's fun for you. And then each time I'm trying to get those arms just a little bit higher. Finding that deep breath. And just know your range too. So if this is too high for your shoulders, you can work lower. That's okay, we're just getting everything warmed up. We're gonna do 3 more. 1, and 2, and 3. We're gonna find that home base and just bounce. So I'm gonna start here with my feet a little bit more parallel here. I'm just sliding my feet in. And then I'm gonna step out to the side. So out and in, out and in. So this is a good time to determine if you're feeling really, really wobbly. So if at any time you're feeling unsafe, come off the ball. Please do not put yourself in danger. But what you could also do is you could take the ball and you could put it in a corner. And that's gonna give you a little bit more stability. Or you could put a countertop in front of you or to the side of you, kind of whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Because once again, this exercise is not worth falling off the ball and hurting yourself for. This should be fun, it should be a challenge, but it should be more cardio than a balance challenge. All right, we're gonna do 1 more on each side. And then we're gonna find our home base again. Just bouncing. I'm gonna bring my feet out a little bit wider, and we're gonna get started with our workout here. So let's get a good bounce going. And I'm gonna float my arms out to the side, and we're gonna hug a tree. So I'm gonna hug all the way around this huge tree, and then I'm gonna bring my arms back apart. So what I wanna focus on here actually is moving from the shoulder blades. So when I bring my fingers together, my shoulder blades move away from my spine. And when I bring my fingers apart, my shoulder blades move towards my spine. So I'm really allowing for that scapular movement, that shoulder blade movement, which helps us with our range of motion in our arms. So finding that bounce, in and out, and then find the pace. That's that 6 to 7 challenge for you. Ooh, already getting that heart rate going. Also, I'm making sure that I'm pressing my thighs behind me. So I'm not letting them come in and out. I'm really making sure they're nice and stable. So it not only helps with my balance, but it gets my glutes working a little bit too. It's a win-win. And we're gonna do just a couple more. Here's 1 and 2. Then we're gonna find that home base. Whew, just bouncing. Once again, you can mix up your bounce. You can get really low. You can get really big with your bounce. Whatever's fun. Your ball's gonna make noise like mine is doing possibly. But now we're gonna go to some leg work. So I'm gonna lift one heel and then lower. Lift the other heel and lower. And lower. And this is where you can also have fun with your pace. So I can just do one bounce in between the lift and lower, or I can find a little more rhythm in between. Whatever is fun, functional, and a little bit challenging for you. That's what I want you to decide to do. Still finding that breath. We're almost through with this one. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Both heels down and just find that home base again, finding that bounce. All right, we're gonna press those legs behind us again. Keep them nice and stable. We're gonna go into jumping jack arms. So arms come up and come down, up and down, up and down. I feel like whenever I do arm work, the rhythm just feels so much easier because I'm not so much focused on the balance. But you can try to change it up too, kind of mix it up for the brain. Gotta refocus on my legs, make sure they're pressing back. Let's do 4 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, find that home base. If you have that countertop in front of you or to the side of you, you can always do things one-handed and switch sides, or making sure when you're doing your leg work, you're holding on with your hands, totally fine. Just make sure we're getting that heart rate up. That's the only thing that we're really focused on today. So we're gonna go back to some leg work here. So I'm gonna keep those legs nice and wide, and I'm just gonna do little butterfly pulses back, back, back. This is really getting those glutes going. This is external rotation of the hip, and the deep muscles of the hip, deep muscles of the bum are what allow for us to do this. And this is really, really important because it's the backside of our legs that really give us our power. Ability to stand up from low surfaces like the toilet, things that we know that we want to be able to do without any help for as long as we can, or ever, correct? So making sure we're working the back of those legs is super important. And hands can be wherever is comfortable. So they can be on the hips, they can be by the sides. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and find that home base again. Ooh, just find that bounce. I'm gonna bring my feet a little more parallel for this bounce because we're gonna do arms and legs together. So I'm gonna reach my right hand towards the ceiling, and then I'm gonna take my right leg and reach it back behind me. So I'm gonna make a little diagonal with my right hand and leg. So it's out like this and back to center, and then I switch sides and back to center. Your ball's gonna talk to you, that's okay. And we're gonna do one more each side. And find that home base. All right, we're gonna do our last big challenge here. We're gonna do a run on the ball. So this is really gonna get the heart rate going. But what we're gonna do is just incorporate that little heel lift we did earlier, where we alternate right and left heel. And then I'm adding the arms, as you can see. And see if we can find that bounce where we're nice and quick. And even though I wanna run really low, I wanna make sure I'm as tall as I can be. Proud runner. You're at the finish line. You're in first place. You're gonna get there. Keep going, see if we can speed it up. Find the breath. Okay, quick, quick, quick. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that bounce. Oh, and let's cool it down. Just finding those deep breaths. Feel that heart rate come down. Feel ourselves just kind of really gently finding that bounce all the way to where we can feel ourselves stop. And take a nice shoulder roll here. We can take a big breath so arms can come up. Big inhale, exhale. This one we can sigh it out. Big inhale, exhale, sigh it out. Pressing all that air out. One more big inhale. An excellent job. You are all done with this 10-minute workout. Remember, you can revisit this workout to get in all 30 minutes a day of that moderate intensity exercise. Until next time, I'm Dr. Katie Landier, the Senior Centered Physical Therapist. Have the strength to live life to the fullest. Bye for now.